Welcome to the demo of CareCircle, our Casper Hackathon 2026 project. This is the architecture diagram of our project. We are using React and the White framework for the front end and the Express.js and Casper Wallet SDK for the back end. And this shows the high-level architecture of the project, and this is the flow of our project. About the app page shows the purpose of this app and the steps and the process involved in this project. We can go to the get started page and where we can connect the wallet and we can create a new circle or load an existing circle. We have the support page where we have the backend API documentation swagger page and the Casper documentation links and the troubleshooting steps and the system information. We have the help page where we have documented the detailed steps to get started with the app and the user flows with the list of steps and how to proceed with the app. And we have some shortcuts and FAQs about the app. Let's go to the home page and get started with the complete end-to-end flow of the application. First, I'm clicking on the get started and connecting a wallet. So once we connect the wallet, we have to connect the Casper wallet to get started. Once the wallet is connected, we can see the available balance and the account status live, and we can start with creating a new CareCircle. So it shows the demo circle ID. We can share it with others to join the CareCircle. So this is the dashboard of the CareCircle homepage. Here we will see the circle name and ID and the current members. Currently only one member is there. So we can edit the profile. Let me name it as user1. So we have one user currently, so we can add other members as well, or others can join. Now let's have another user join from another session so that we can do the transactions or the tasks. Let me connect another wallet, session wallet. So here we already have the wallet, so we can directly load the existing circle. So we have an option to load by wallet key or by circle. So this is the new user, so I'm just giving the existing circle ID. So here the new user joined and we can add the new user. So here we can give name as user2 and giving the key. So now we have two members. We can start adding the request. So let me first add a task like we can assign the priority based on the request and assign to the user. So user2 is assigning to user1 and we can give the payment for this task, maybe if I is Casper. So now the request is created. This should see in the other users screen now. So here we can see the second user screen, and here we have the option to accept and complete the task. So once the task is completed, we can mark it as complete, and here we have the now the task is marked as completed. Now the payment part has to be done by the requester. So now in the requester screen sees that the request is completed, and and the make payment button is enabled. So now we can make the payment. So it opens the Casper transfer page, and here we can do the transactions. Payment. Okay, now the payment is successfully completed, and now we can come to the page, and once we refresh, we can see that the the balance is getting updated, and here we can see the transaction history. Now let me make another type of request, which is like making a money request. Like when we have an emergency and need some money, we can request the other user for the money transfer. I need the amount can be entered here. We can create the request. Now the second user should see the request coming here. So here we can accept or reject. So once the request is rejected, the status will be updated to the rejected status. Once the payment is accepted, it opens up the payment page. So here we can make the payment complete. So yeah, the other user will get the money transferred from the Casper. Total number of requests created, number of requests completed, open, and percentage of completion rate, and have the filtering options. Like by default, all the requests will be displayed, and we can filter by money request or task request. Also, we can filter by open request and completed request. And now we can see the Swagger documentation and the list of endpoints we have created for this application. And we have a GitHub repo with a list, the code, and the detailed documentation about the app. Yep. Thank you for watching the demo.